The Panama Canal, a vital artery of global trade, but today, this iconic waterway faces an unprecedented threat, a crisis that could reshape the world as we know it. The culprit? Water, or rather, the lack of it. Years of drought have pushed the Panama Canal to its limits. Water levels are critically low. This has forced restrictions on ship sizes and cargo loads. The once bustling waterway is now a bottleneck. Ships are backed up, waiting to pass. Delays are mounting, costs are soaring, the global supply chain is feeling the strain. Enter Mexico. With the Panama Canal in crisis, our southern neighbor sees an opportunity to establish a new global trade route, an opportunity to become a major player on the world stage. Mexico is betting big on a bold plan, the Interoceanic Corridor, a $4.5 billion project that could challenge the Panama Canal's dominance. Mexico's Interoceanic Corridor is not a canal, it's a 300-kilometer railway. A railway designed to move cargo quickly and efficiently across the Isthmus of Tehuantepec, the narrowest point of Mexico. The plan is simple yet ambitious. Ships will arrive at the port of Salina Cruz on the Pacific coast. Their cargo will be unloaded and transferred to trains. These trains will speed across Mexico, reaching the port of Coatzacoalcos on the Atlantic coast in just 6.5 hours. The cargo will then be loaded onto ships waiting on the other side. This land bridge aims to provide a faster, more reliable alternative to the Panama Canal. But it's not just about speed. Mexico is investing heavily in modernizing its infrastructure, upgrading rail lines, building new highways, constructing state-of-the-art logistics hubs. The goal is to create a seamless and efficient trade corridor that can handle the world's largest cargo ships and accommodate the growing demands of global commerce. This is not just an infrastructure project, it's an economic engine. Mexico aims to create jobs, attract investment, and boost economic growth in its underdeveloped south. The Interoceanic Corridor is not a new idea, it's a revival of a historic route, a route that dates back to the late 19th century. Back then, the Tehuantepec Railway was a bustling transportation hub. It connected the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, facilitating trade and travel. But the railway's glory days were short-lived. The opening of the Panama Canal in 1914 dealt a devastating blow to the Tehuantepec route. The canal offered a shorter, more direct route for ships. The Tehuantepec Railway fell into disuse. Decades of neglect took their toll. The railway languished. Now, over a century later, Mexico is breathing new life into this historic route. The Interoceanic Corridor is more than just a railway. It's a symbol of Mexico's ambition, a symbol of its determination to reclaim its place as a global trade power. A race against time. The stakes are high. The race is on. Both the Panama Canal and Mexico's Interoceanic Corridor are vying for a larger slice of the global trade pie. The Panama Canal handles over 5% of global maritime trade. It generates billions of dollars in revenue annually. But the Panama Canal is facing an existential crisis. Climate change is making droughts more frequent and severe. The canal's water supply is dwindling. The future is uncertain. Mexico senses an opportunity. The Interoceanic Corridor offers a more reliable, climate-resilient alternative. But can Mexico deliver on its promises? Can it build the necessary infrastructure? Can it attract the investment and expertise needed to make the corridor a success? The world is watching. The outcome of this competition will have far-reaching consequences. Economic implications, a new trade landscape. The rise of the Interoceanic Corridor has the potential to reshape global trade flows. It could shift the balance of economic power. For Mexico, the economic benefits are clear. The corridor is expected to create thousands of jobs. It will attract billions of dollars in investment. It will boost economic growth, particularly in the underdeveloped South. The corridor will also enhance Mexico's strategic importance as a trade hub. It will strengthen its ties with its northern neighbor, the United States. The U.S. is Mexico's largest trading partner. The corridor will facilitate the flow of goods between the two countries, boosting bilateral trade and investment. But the corridor's impact will be felt far beyond North America. It will provide a new route for goods flowing between Asia and the Americas. It could challenge the dominance of the Panama Canal, forcing it to adapt and compete. The emergence of a new global trade route will have a ripple effect throughout the global economy, creating new opportunities and challenges for businesses and countries alike. The geopolitical chessboard. The Interoceanic Corridor is not just an economic project, it's a geopolitical game-changer. It's a symbol of Mexico's growing influence on the world stage. The corridor has the potential to reshape alliances and rivalries. It has already heightened tensions between the United States and China. China has been investing heavily in Latin America in recent years, building ports, railways, and other infrastructure projects. The US sees this as a threat to its dominance in the region. The Interoceanic Corridor is seen as a way for Mexico to reduce its dependence on China and strengthen its ties with the US. The corridor also gives Mexico more leverage in its dealings with both superpowers. It puts Mexico in a position to play one off against the other, extracting concessions and advancing its own interests. The geopolitical implications of the Interoceanic Corridor are complex and far-reaching. It's a reminder that geography still matters in the 21st century. A new era of global trade. The world is changing. Global trade is evolving. The rise of the Interoceanic Corridor is a testament to this transformation. It's a symbol of the growing interconnectedness of the global economy. The corridor is more than just a railway or a canal. It's a bridge to the future. It's a reminder that challenges often create opportunities. It's a testament to human ingenuity and our ability to overcome obstacles. The Interoceanic Corridor is a story of ambition, innovation, and the enduring power of trade. It's a story that is still being written. The future of global trade is in flux. But one thing is certain: the Interoceanic Corridor will play a pivotal role in shaping this new era.